Today's Sunday, it's the 21st of July, it's 2024, and I'm in Palma. In fact, I'm in Plaza Mayor. I'm in part of Plaza Mayor I haven't actually seen for a long time. If you just look here, this is the plaza that's been surrounded by the fence, but the fence seems to have been knocked down. I don't know if it's because of the wind or there's quite large sections of it that have been knocked down. But now we can actually see a little bit inside here and what it's going to be looking like. Well, it's 6:15 in the evening and I've not come down here to have a walk. I've come down because, well, it's another protest. And I did say that I wasn't actually going to say too much about these protests, but I've changed my mind. This one's going to be a big one. I just got mobbed by a load of girls. It doesn't happen to me very often. I think they wanted a photograph of something, I'm not sure quite what. Anyway, they've done that and they've gone. Yeah, so I wasn't really too keen on doing videos of protests, but this one could be very big. The last one, there was supposed to be between 10 and 15,000, and that was organised by a small group in the middle of the island. This one is being organised by a lot more people. In fact, a lot more groups of people. In fact, over 100 different groups are taking part, and the unions have got involved as well. And as we've already seen, there's a police presence here. These are lots of police vans and policemen just standing by just to make sure that everything goes smoothly. They've chosen a funny time for this particular event. It's due to start at 7 o'clock on a Sunday evening. Well, 7 o'clock Sunday evening, well, most of the shops are closed. Most of the restaurants are not really geared up to start yet. They'll be opening a bit later on. And, well, any tourists around, they've probably gone off to their hotels and they're having their evening meal. And if not, they've probably gone back to their resorts. And so, hopefully there won't be too many tourists who are going to be upset by what's going to go on. They've said it's all going to be very peaceable and there's not going to be any trouble, and well, let's hope that that's true. But it's all supposed to be taking part just here. It's going to start across the road at the Plaza de Estaciones, which is where the intermodal bus station is. I'm just going to have a quick look and see what I can see there. Well, you can see there are lots of people around, and this is the Bar Cristal, and I've already seen a young family there with a placard ready to post. And see the buses here, you can see the police vans and the police. Some of the buses are going to be rerouted or cancelled, at least postponed, during the protests, and that includes the bus that I would normally catch if I was coming in by bus. So I'll come in by car really so that I can get a quick getaway. Well, the Plaza de Estaciones is across the road. It's all looking pretty normal to me at the moment, though I can see people with poles and placards. I've seen photographers around. I've seen big video cameras. So it's going to be interesting. More police vans and motorcycles down there. I did read a comment in the Ultima Hora newspaper to this article that was about this protest, and saying, do you know what you're doing? Really know what you're doing? Because if this actually works, you're going to be putting your friends, your family, yourselves maybe, out of a job. And is that what you really want? Because there's nothing to take its place. There's no industry for you to go and work in. And maybe that needs to be put in place first. So it's a bit like cutting off your nose to spite your face, isn't it? I did notice on the BBC today that there was an article which was reporting that this was going to be taking place. And they were interviewing people in Palma, in Magaluf. Most people in the resorts really know nothing about what's going on, so it doesn't really affect too many tourists. It's those that might be on the route, and the route's going to go from here down San Miguel, down Plaza Mayor, through Plaza Mayor to Plaza Court, and then down towards the Bourne and up, finishing near to CNA somewhere. And that's really the only place I can see there'll be a problem, because that's where you might find tourists actually in the restaurants there having their dinner. But considering it's 6:30 now, nearly on a Sunday evening, there's a lot of people around, isn't there? Are these all part of the protests? Oh, we'll find out. There seems to be some small groups just across the road. I've just come across the road and see a couple of police vans there, lots of police motorcyclists, and just behind the bus there's another 3 police vans, and I saw one further down. So plenty of security here to make sure everything goes off smoothly. And it's national police that are here, not the local police. A little bit heavier, a little bit more controlling, I think. Amongst all of this, we've got a bookstore with English, German, French, all different nationalities of books in different languages. This is the intermodal station, and people milling around doing what they would normally be doing. I'm guessing we're probably going to have this swarming effect as soon as it's 7 o'clock. I can see someone over there with an SOS shirt on. That's really, really funny, because the SOS was all about save our tourism when COVID was on, and when they were begging the tourists to come back to save the jobs. Now they've got the tourists, they don't want them, so it's a bit contradictory. Some here with the bagpipes. I'm imagining that some of the groups that will come will be very well organised with placards and banners, because there's some big groups that are behind them. All remains to be seen. This is the park that goes behind the intermodal station. In fact, it's actually, the park is above the intermodal station. So I'm guessing that if there was any large numbers, that's where they would congregate. But here we've got quite a few main bus stops, and police won't want to see them disrupted too much. Although with the buses being cancelled, there shouldn't be too many. We're starting to see a few. If that's all there is, that will be fantastic, but I don't think that's all we're going to see. The flag is the flag of the Balearic Islands. There is a hotel right on the corner here, Palacio Avenidas. Quickly get across the road. And quickly across this one. I'm in the shade on this side, but there has been a breeze, so it has been quite pleasant, even though the temperature is quite warm. Can't see the thermometer here. Look out for that. It's across in the centre of the road, and it says it's 29 degrees. So not bad for what time? 6:30 now. Well, it's about 10 to 7 and it's all due to start at 7 o'clock, and there is a big build-up of people across the road, but not really the numbers that I was expecting, so we'll see if they turn up in the next 10 minutes. Well, there's a welcome breeze picking up and a few more people arriving, and I've just been chatting to Anne, who lives in San Agustin, and she's telling me that the SOS shirts that they've got now are different ones, and where it was actually Save Our Tourism, this shirt, this one they're wearing now, is SOS Residentes, the residents, Save the Residents. So it's a different shirt, just to correct the record there. With only a few minutes to go, it's a little bit surprising that the roads haven't been cut off. There's going to be a lot of people crossing that road in a moment, and they need to do it safely. There are lots of barriers around, but none of them seem to have yet been put in place, and there's traffic going up and down. Right, it is now 7 o'clock, and there are lots of people across the road, and the roads are still not closed, so I don't think anybody's going to be crossing them yet. We'll see how it goes. Well, the bagpipes, whistles and drums are starting across the road. Good indication that things are going to start happening. And the roads are beginning to be closed off. I can see barriers being moved across in the distance over there. And on this side as well, we've got barriers. So it looks like this might be the last bus through. I just read a placard which says, "We need tourism under control." That's the message, isn't it? We need tourism, but we need it under control. What we don't need is the other placard, which looks like the brother was holding. We don't want the Gearies. These are the foreigners who come over here and just get drunk and cause trouble. The music's been playing across the road, and people are over the central reservation there taking photographs. And in the rousing calls to arms. So they're gradually leaving now and making their way along the road there. In a very orderly, probably quite noisy manner though. Mallorca's not for sale. That was the original, I think, March that went on a few weeks ago. Now the masses is this is going to go on for quite a while. At least it was very good to read on many of the placards that it's not actually the tourists are getting on that, it's the fact that too many tourists are coming, and we need some control over that. Mallorca is not a theme park, it says over there. Massification is not the solution. Everybody's been out and got their pens and made up their own little banners. Mallorca is not for sale. It's one that goes through a lot of these, and that's because a lot of the properties are being sold to wealthy outsiders, pushing the prices up, making it difficult for people to live here. Airport expansion. SOS Residentes. Well, there are lots of families here, and they're all saying the same message, really. And it looks like a very peaceful and well-controlled protest. The message is there. They want some control over the number of tourists that are coming. They want control over how the houses are sold, and that really is down to the government. So I think that's it from me. So thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now. Well, I just walked one end to the other of the queue, and well, I didn't get to the end actually. This is nearer to the front, but the front's already gone down San Miguel down there, and it goes all the way back to the intermodal station. There's a lot of people that didn't actually even get onto the road. So when the numbers come out, I'll let you know, but there's an awful lot of people here. Bye again.